Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is June the 9th, 2021. Guess what? We're going to talk about BlackBerry and why this particular individual, Daniel DaCosta, he works for the Motley Fool, and he's trying to tell us don't buy BlackBerry stock. Why would he tell us to do that? Do he have some other ulterior motives? What is he trying to say? We're going to look at this article real quick, but for us, as always, we got your back. We're going to show you all our anticipated price movement in BlackBerry to see if Daniel actually have any credibility to what he's writing in an article. So if you want to join us, if you want to ensure that you're understanding how the market really operates, you need to follow us and join our community. It's just that simple. You do that by liking the video, sharing, subscribing to this particular channel, and hit that bell notification. You want to tap that bell to ensure that you are notified of whenever we upload our content to this particular platform. So before I talk about our last video that we did in BlackBerry, our last prediction, let's talk about this article first. All right. So I'm not going to be here long. I will have the link of this article in the description of this video because we really don't dwell too much on articles and, do hours and hours of research. The only thing that we need to pay attention to is this, the price, right? Let everyone else do the research for us. Let Daniel and everyone at the Motley Fool write these articles, because eventually, if they're convicted in their beliefs, they will place their money on a chart and you'll see it on the price chart, right? Everyone who is involved in BlackBerry has placed their convictions on this chart. You can tell that by the price, where the price has been, as well as what the volume has shown us. It tells us everything we need to know. So real quick, I went through and highlighted some things in this article. I will, if you want to read more about it, if you're one of those individuals that like to just look at articles and read and read and read, and you still have no idea as to where the price should be, more power to you, right? But real quick, so the consensus analyst price target, right, is nearly 40% below Monday's close. Here we are Wednesday. So in BlackBerry's current position, that means that the analysts who cover this stock, they're saying that it should be worth $11. Well, BlackBerry is trading around $14, $15 now. So it's overpriced is what Daniel is trying to tell us. The price for BlackBerry stock is too expensive, right? Of course, he would come through and say that if he's trying to push another stock, he'll be looking to wait until the price is below $10. Now, unless the company can have a major development to his business, it looked like it's overpriced at the moment. Right, got it, Daniel. Now, the one he tries to push, instead of buying BlackBerry stock, Daniel's trying to tell us to do this instead, right? He's telling us that maybe we need to look at Shopify, the top growth stock in Canada. Okay, that's what he's trying to tell us to do. So rather than looking at BlackBerry, right, and seeing how massive the recent price movement has been, he's telling us to look at Shopify. Now, at the very bottom of this article, he is a full contributor, but he has no positions in Shopify, no positions in BlackBerry. The Motley Fool owns shares of and recommends Shopify. So this article is twisted towards Shopify. They want us to drop BlackBerry and look at Shopify. The Motley Fool recommends BlackBerry and recommends the following options. Wait, hold up. So you telling us, this article, you telling us not to buy. Daniel is telling us not to buy BlackBerry, but he works for the Motley Fool. Don't buy it. But at the very bottom of this article, the Motley Fool recommends BlackBerry and recommends the following options. Now, what you don't see is the Motley Fool recommended as a buy or a sell. They didn't include that. But they recommend the following options for Shopify. They want to be long January 2023, 1,140 calls, and short the January 2023, 1,160 calls on Shopify. Got it, right? But for us, let's see BlackBerry, right? Let's break down our last price prediction. If you guys didn't see our video literally the next day in BlackBerry, you couldn't capitalize on our profit, right? We told you all that the area restriction was around $19.75, and that is where the market went on June the 3rd. 29.69% right there, taken from the trap, placed right into our accounts. Just that simple. Okay, so now let's take that away. First things first, I wanted to show you all what the analysts are recommending on TipRank's BlackBerry stock, right? The average price is $9. Daniel said that the consensus analyst price target was 11. Okay, so it's pretty close. Now we only got 3 ratings, so this stock is not getting a lot of coverage. Only 3 analysts are really covering this stock, and they're all looking for the price to go lower. Okay, so with an average price target of $9, that is almost 41% loss in value from where the current price is, around 15. Okay, so let's take a look at this market in BlackBerry. First thing that we're seeing is that the market here is in a consolidational range. Okay, over the last couple of days, we've seen more weakness come through the market in BlackBerry than what we've seen in terms of strength. So we're not going to be fooled on that, right? We're not going to be tricked into thinking that BlackBerry is actually showing us strength right now. Pay attention to this day. June the 24th is their earnings release, is their anticipated earnings release. And if the market in BlackBerry trades this way all the way until earnings, we understand that the market is preparing itself for the next big move, which is to the upside, or it could be to the downside. But best believe that the chart would tell us where the market is anticipated to go way before the earnings release. Okay, this is the 2-day time frame, and so far the market here in BlackBerry is still able to hold the trend. Okay, that has to be maintained. As the market in BlackBerry trades, our eyes needs to be fixated on how the market trades here. Okay, we're going to run across this line. I just want you all to know that. And whether or not we get strength to come through will tell us exactly what we need to know. Now, one thing I would tell you is that all this volume in BlackBerry came through on June the 3rd and have been slacking off ever since then. That tells us that this market is not really getting hit with a lot of selling, that people are still holding out in their positions. Look at this on the 3-day time frame, right? We're not seeing this market overly showing us a lot of bearishness or weakness, which is good to see. All right, so 5-day time frame, same thing. Okay, let's look at this on a 1-week time frame. Taking this down to the hourly. What do you all see into the market in BlackBerry? Are you seeing any indications of market strength or any indication that the market is about to take a massive movement to the downside? What about on the 45 minutes? Are you expecting this price to go higher or expecting it to go lower? Five-minute, right? I definitely see strength coming in on the 5-minute time frame. So let's run this. Since we are still trading BlackBerry above this ascending line, and since we are seeing the volume decrease as we trade, we're going to play the strength into the market in BlackBerry. All right. But listen, I'm not one of those Wall Street bet guys, right? I'm not going to tell you to diamond hand it. I'm not telling you to shoot to the moon, nothing like that. We give you more realistic price predictions. Okay. Now, is there an outlier that it can happen? Sure. Right. We can expect that. But for us, we simply come into the store discreetly and just come in and take the bag. Right. So let's play the strength into the market in BlackBerry for this prediction. Ultimately, I'm looking around $14 to $13.50 to be maintained as support. If it doesn't, we already know that our prediction is wrong. Okay. And we're not going to be overly bullish into this prediction as well neither. So we're just going to simply look for the market in BlackBerry to come up towards, $16, maybe even 17, right? Let me see this on a 15-minute. Yeah, 1550 is restriction as well. So we need to be careful in BlackBerry trying to break above $15.15, 50 cents. That's only 2.25%. But we could play it around 16, back up towards $16. So we'll run that, okay? No, we're going to do it, yeah. Around 8% profitability, $16.35, give or take, will be the ultimate price that we would be eyeing the market in BlackBerry to go. Okay. And let me take this back over to the daily to fix the prediction. So yeah, we're in position. Literally, we're playing this on a daily time frame, looking for the market in BlackBerry to go higher. You've heard our TP prices. Now again, we're not telling you that the market is going to diamond hands and shoot to the moon, but this stock is still reflecting on a smaller time frame strength coming through. So we're going to try to play the prediction on that small time frame, seeing that strength play out. Ultimately, our TP price was around $15.75 all the way up to around $16.25, give or take. But this is it. I want to know what you all think. Should we follow Daniel and not buy BlackBerry and buy Shopify instead? Or should we come through in this market in BlackBerry, take the bag and move on to the next play? Let us know. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.